Still Bills, what's the deal, man? I just dropped my baby off at daycare and I'm heading to the motherfucking plantation to finish this fine Friday off and start my weekend, man. But peep game, man. Man, we got to talk, man. We got to talk, man. I really want to, I'm going to address in bulk Dillian Whyte, but I'll start off by speaking on UK fighters abroad, man. I think Americans, black Americans in particular, really need to get their head out their ass and begin to see the value of UK fighters. Kell Brook and Amir Khan allegedly did 500K pay-per-view buys. You think about any black American boxer that they're pushing, that trumps them. Earl Spence, I think Earl Spence is the one that they really put, I think that's the golden goose of the PBC at this point in time. And he didn't even do that with Mikey Garcia. And that was his best-selling pay-per-view. And a lot of people know he needed a Mexican, a sizable Mexican following to draft up those kind of numbers in pay-per-view buys. And so for two fighters whose career are circling a drain, I think it's a little bit more. Kell Brook has a little bit more left in the tank than Amir Khan. Amir Khan needs to go on ahead and retire. But for two fighters, prominent British boxers, for them to do those type of numbers, and they're somewhat at the tail end of their career. Kell maybe, I think, got a few more years left. For them to do that still, I really think y'all don't get how much value is over there in UK fighters. Charlo doubleheader did that maybe cracked 100,000. Spence 200,000. Now once again, we are out of the era where motherfuckers is averaging 1 million pay-per-view buys, bro. We're out of that era. This country is yet to produce a global icon who's going to have everybody tuning in to watch that fight. Spence is not it. Wilder needed Fury, just like Fury needed Wilder to do that type of fight. And it wasn't just the fight, it was the controversy surrounding the fight. So it was another charade. It was a charade going into the fight that had to sell it outside of their talent as two individual fighters. Neither of them do good numbers by themselves. They needed each other, and they needed the controversy surrounding the fight. They needed all the extra shit, the smoke and mirrors. They needed all that. Meanwhile, Kell Brook and Amir Khan did 500K and sold out in the first couple of hours. Y'all are fools to sit here on this side of the pond and not see the value in in British boxing. It's asinine to me. Which brings us to our next fight in Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. Once 85,000 tickets sold out in what? A few hours? What American boxer is selling out like that? It will still drag amounts of tickets in the Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder trilogy. Deep until it was time for them to fight. It turned out to be a sizable fight. People showed up. It did successful. I think it had a successful pay-per-view outing, but they were still selling tickets up until fight night practically. There were still drag amounts of seats. Like what the fuck? Tank Davis ain't bro. Tank Davis in his last fight, they had to block off certain sections of the area so it wouldn't show how empty that arena was. And y'all got the nerve to shit on British boxers because you're American. The arrogance of you dudes, man. The arrogance. Y'all are extremely arrogant for some cats who ain't really accomplished nothing. Not necessarily accomplished nothing, but with so much more to accomplish to be wanted to want to be accommodated the way that you want to be accommodated to cater to. So we got that. I mean, Who's putting 85,000? Has Spence even sold out the Texas, the Dallas Arena? Has he even sold that out with your Danish Ugas, and that's in his hood? Has he even sold that out? But y'all want to sit here and denigrate British boxers as if they had, like, they have no value. Anthony Joshua is doing incredible numbers whenever he steps on the stage to fight. Nobody in America is doing the numbers that he's doing. Nobody. I don't consider Canelo Alvarez an American fighter. He's Mexican. What other American is doing that? For y'all to turn y'all nose up at British fight. And y'all, I've seen people say shit about the price. Oh man, them prices, they was like, you can get a ticket for $25. So the brokest people on this planet, we don't have transgenerational wealth as black people collectively. Have you seen what our neighborhoods look like? How you gonna sit here and stunt on somebody because the price of a ticket, nigga? Fuck is wrong with y'all? Niggas really be having their priorities fucked up in the game. How you gonna stunt on somebody because the ticket price is cool? That seems like a logical thing to do. Let a ticket go for 100 instead of 1,000. That seems like the logical thing to do to me. And it seems like a Robin Hood thing, man. You want people to come out there and see you fight. You don't want just the wealthy to come out and holler at you. Rest in peace to God, Nipsey Hussle, man. He had one mixtape where he sold for $1,000, and he said, "I'm selling this to the wealthy." That built his brand. That increased his bank account. And on his next project, no, we're not doing that again. Because you don't want to just capture the ears of the wealthy. You don't want no. You want the regular blue collar individual to support you. So what is wrong with him selling tickets for $25? Because y'all niggas want oh man, that superstar shit when nobody here on American soil was that. Nobody has to walk with security like that to beat the fans off of them with a bat. We don't have no Roy Jones Jr.'s and Mike Tyson's no more, no Floyd Mayweather's no more. We don't have that. We do not have that. But y'all got the nerve to turn your nose up at these British boxers who was really putting in pain. And everybody is still shitting on Dillian White. Everybody is still taking their little pot shots at Dillian White. He trash, he ain't this, he ain't that. Oh, Wilder would have knocked him out, easy work, yada, yada, yada. Now you see the value in that man. And they got the nerve to get mad at him because he don't want to show up at a presser to promote this motherfucking fight. No, I'm getting whatever it is y'all promised me. I wanted 10, I got 8, all right, cool. Y'all do the rest. Don't get mad at me for not promoting the fight when I'm not seeing no fucking incentive of being there. No, I'll be there for the last press conference to bark on that nigga and do my weigh-ins. I see nothing wrong with it. I love it. And it seems to be pissing them off. The mental edge. They're mad at that. Oh man, that's disgusting that he ain't here. He need to be here for what? It's disgusting that he's not there, but it's not disgusting that the WBC allowed y'all to 80-20. But despite the fact within that the guidelines of that sanctioning body, he's entitled to at least 30%. Y'all tried to undercut that nigga, and y'all, that's not disgusting. But it's disgusting that he decided not to help promote this fight. Stupid. Stupid, arrogance, dishonest, snake in the grass, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, it's all of that. Y'all don't see the opulence in that man's in that man's name. You gonna sit here and talk all that bullshit? All right, cool. I see you on the last presser, on the last. All right, yeah, I'll be there for that. I don't want to sit in your face. I don't want to talk. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see fuck face Frank Warren. I don't want to see none of y'all, man. I'm good. Give me my 8 M's. I think it's a financial. Is it a financial incentive in whoever wins this fight? So it's a financial upside to whoever wins the fight. You get an increase in whatever it is. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. But he has to win the fight. Y'all put so much stock in Tyson Fury because of what he was able to do with Deontay Wilder. Like, this dude ain't fought in the UK. He ain't been holding the UK down like that in years. He's fighting outside of his country. He's so busy trying to be American now that he don't care nothing about the UK like that. He still has a loyal fan base over there, but Dillian Whyte has been holding the UK down for years. Putting in hella pain. Putting in hella pain just for y'all to sit here and disrespect him in this manner. Oh, Deontay Wilder would have did this and would have did that, man. He ain't nobody. He's a shit house. He's all right, cool. I'll be that. Good luck at that presser. Just think of how stupid Tyson Fury had to look while he's facing off with air, bro. It's nobody there. And you can't talk about, oh, it's going to leave a bad taste in the mouth of the sanctioning bodies. He already has that when he tried to sue him. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So now I'm supposed to sit here and bow down to y'all and grovel at y'all feet? After y'all done did me dirty, y'all done got this man. This man has been denied title shots for the past 3 and 4 years now. And I'm supposed to show y'all some level of gratitude? I'm paying y'all. I'm paying for y'all for my mandatory position just for me not to get it. And I'm supposed to show y'all some level of gratitude to promote this fight on behalf of the WBC? I don't think so. Fuck y'all. Be happy you getting my money. Be happy with that. Shit, if I was Dillian Whyte, I'd get that title and put that motherfucker. All right, I'm vacating it. You can't deny the fact that he's a champion after he beats Tyson Fury. I got my title. I got it. I'm good. Fuck the WBC. I'm going another route. I bet y'all wish y'all wouldn't have disrespected that man now. Y'all didn't think he would be that nigga. He is stubborn and man, this nigga is bullheaded. I don't know what made y'all think y'all can sit here and play with this dude. Don't play with Dillian Whyte like he's some sucker or something. Don't sit here and play with Dillian Whyte. Dude, that nigga's a wolf, man. Him, Chisora, them niggas is wolves. Them ain't no dudes you play with. I don't give a fuck if you beat them in the ring. What happens after we get, all right, cool, you got that 12-round decision, let's go outside. Them niggas is not sweet, bro. Fuck is y'all talking about? The niggas is not sweet. So I love what Dillian Whyte is doing. I love the fact that he's like, man, fuck y'all, eat a dick. Eat one. I'm supposed to show up to the presser. It's disgusting that I didn't show up to the presser, but it's not disgusting that y'all tried to fuck me out of an extra 10% of the proceeds due to the fact of y'all don't want to honor my mandatory. I'm pushing for my mandatory status. I'm pushing for it. All right, cool. We'll honor the mandatory, but 80-20. A whole 10%, bro. You know how much money that is in the pot? A whole 10%. But y'all trying to sweeten the deal with giving him a financial incentive if he wins the fight. If he wins the fight. Because I'm not... That's a tall order. Tyson Fury is still Tyson Fury. He still has to go in there and win that fight. Neither one of these dudes is about to steamroll each other. Neither one of them. You gonna sit here and talk. It's disgusting that he didn't show up. He's in the wrong because he didn't show up. But y'all not in the wrong for trying to fuck that man out of extra 10% of the proceeds. I don't think so, man. You dudes is a trip. You don't like how stupid Tyson Fury looks facing off with a ghost. That's all that is. You don't want to show Tyson Fury in a more, in an inferior state where he looks like the asshole. He looked like the dummy. He looks like the bozo. Y'all don't want to see Tyson Fury in that element because y'all been so used to him. Him being this incredible orator when it's time to get in front of a mic and bang on his opponents and shit. All right, cool. Let me snatch that power away from you. Now you ain't got nobody to talk to. Now you look stupid. I'm chilling. I guarantee you Dillian Whyte watched that press conference from his phone. At the gym or something. At McDonald's or somewhere. I don't know. But I guarantee you he did that shit and was cracking the fuck up. As he should have. As he should have. I love it. I fuck with Dillian Whyte, my nigga. I fuck with Dillian Whyte. All the years y'all done ran that man through the ringer. All the years of aggravation and frustration at the hands of the WB fucking C. All the bullshit angles and antics y'all did with Deontay Wilder. Y'all allowed that shit to happen. Y'all allowed this man to be frozen out of a mandatory spot. Y'all elevated unranked fighters over him so Deontay Wilder can have an easier outing. Dominic Breazeale should have never gotten a fight with a Deontay Wilder with the likes of a Dillian Whyte. There ain't no fucking way in hell. Ain't no fucking way in hell. Y'all allowed this, but Tyson Fury isn't in the position that he's in now if the WBC doesn't allow Deontay Wilder to pull him up out of the state that he was in. That man went 2-3 years inactive. They pulled that man up out of the dumps or whatever it was he was doing. Damn near 400 pounds. They allowed that man to get back up. All right, cool. We want to fight him. We want to fight him, bring him out. I bet. He went in there, crashed Wilder 3 times, and now Wilder is in a state of disarray. You didn't have to do all this. It didn't have to be like this if you would have just gave Dillian Whyte his shot. You wouldn't have to worry about cheating allegations. But because you wanted to do that, here we are. Dillian Whyte is about to fuck some shit up, and y'all really gonna see how dangerous this dude is. I don't care how much you don't like his fighting style. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. How he came in the second Povetkin fight, we weighed like 245. He looked a lot more cut up. He was a lot more defined in the midsection. He's gonna come into this fight like that. He's gonna come into this fight like that. He's going to come into this fight like that. Just a slight bit lighter, just in case Tyson Fury decides he wants to get back on his bicycle and fight off of the back foot. All right, cool. Cool. I ain't got this excess weight to hold me down. I can operate at about 245. I'm gonna be at your front door. At the end of the day, the whole point is you motherfuckers really need to start seeing the value in these British boxers. And get y'all head out of y'all ass as Americans. Because y'all too Hollywood. Y'all way too Hollywood for y'all to act the way that y'all act. Okay, there it is right there. Way too Hollywood for y'all to act the way that y'all act. And I'm good on it, man. So shout out to Dillian Whyte. Shout out to you not showing up to that presser and making Tyson Fury look like a fool in front of everybody. Loved every minute of it, brother. Wagwan. Peace.